Something's brewing in Edmonton that could completely shift the course of next season. On one hand, a surprise addition just landed and revealed some eye-opening reasons why he chose to pull on the Oilers jersey. At the same time, a two-word statement in free agency left fans scratching their heads, sparking the kind of uncertainty nobody in oil country wanted to feel. And to top it off, there's the big question: can one of the team's brightest young talents keep climbing without a heavyweight voice behind the bench? If you bleed copper and blue, hit that subscribe button right now so we can smash our goal of 100 subs and show the league the power of oil country. Over the past few days, fans have been wondering what else management could do to add depth. The team's coming off back-to-back powerhouse runs, and the expectations just keep building. Everyone's craving that final step toward the long-awaited Stanley Cup. That's the backdrop for a move almost no one saw coming. It wasn't a blockbuster, trade, or a superstar signing, but it could end up being way more important than people realize. We're talking about experience, versatility, and a guy who's hungry to prove himself. Someone who spent most of his career in Europe and is now staring down the biggest challenge of his life: competing in the best hockey league on the planet. That's right. Oilers Nation, Edmonton has signed David Tomasek, a 29-year-old center, who logged 12 seasons overseas and is now ready to carve out a role in the NHL. The wild part is that Tomasek was never drafted, but still built a solid career, most recently with Färjestad BK in Sweden. He said one of the big reasons he signed was the confidence from GM Stan Bowman, who convinced him that Edmonton was the perfect place to break into the league. And there's more. Tomasek made it clear that skating alongside Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl was a huge factor. Who wouldn't want to share the ice with two of the best in the game today? When asked about his style, the Czech forward said he can slot into any role. Whether it's defending hard or putting up points, he's proven in Europe that he can impact both sides of the puck. For him, it all depends on what the Oilers ask. Of course, we know the top spots are locked up by the Stars. But if Tomasek can earn a place in the bottom six, that's a depth boost every contender needs. And we've all seen how depth makes or breaks a playoff run. So here's the question for you. Oilers fans, do you think David Tomasek can be a valuable piece in this Stanley Cup chase? Or is he just another name on the roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single Oilers update. Now, if you thought that was big, buckle up. The next update could hit even harder. We're talking about something that might directly shape the future of this team and leave fans in shock. Things are moving fast in oil country, and if you blink, you'll miss it. Stick around, because what's coming next is going to shake things up. We all know the future of this franchise hinges on massive decisions, and one of them revolves around the single biggest name in the NHL. The atmosphere in Edmonton is heating up, and everyone's desperate to know what's next. Since last season, the rumors have been swirling. Every interview, every public appearance, that same question lingers. What's the next step for the team's biggest star? Fans' hearts tighten, because this isn't just anyone we're talking about. Oilers Nation has lived on edge before, but now it feels different. A recent statement has reignited doubts that could change everything. The kind of words that keep you awake at night. Picture this. After all the playoff battles, all the highlights, fans deserve to know if their hero is staying put or if there's even a sliver of a chance he could wear another jersey. And this wasn't a throwaway comment. It wasn't off the cuff. It was deliberate, thoughtful, and it rippled through the entire league. Short, sharp words that opened the floodgates of speculation across the NHL. Here it is. Connor McDavid finally broke his silence on his future, free agency, and admitted he's not ruling anything out. including short-term deals or even an open-ended arrangement. He said it flat out. Every option is on the table. A long-term commitment, something shorter, and for the first time ever, he hinted at not locking himself down. Heavy words that hit Oilers fans right in the gut. And honestly, it makes sense. McDavid turns 29 in January, and he could be eyeing another mega contract when the salary cap jumps. From his perspective, it's smart. From the fans' perspective, it's terrifying. His numbers say it all. Over 1,000 career points, league leader in assists and points multiple times, and a resume that already cements him among the greats. It's impossible to picture the Oilers without number 97 at the helm. So I'll ask you straight up, should McDavid go short-term to keep his options open, or lock in and give Edmonton the security it craves? Let me know in the comments, and believe me, the next update could flip the entire narrative on its head. Just when the puzzle looks close to complete, another piece shows up that changes the picture. That's exactly what's about to drop, and you need to be here to see it. You noticed last year the Oilers' blue line wasn't just solid, it was driving the offense. They were pushing plays, creating chances, and building confidence shift after shift. Evan Bouchard, Darnell Nurse, and Matthias Ekholm were buzzing. And it wasn't just individual skill. Something was happening behind the scenes. The way they activated, the confidence to carry the puck, even the willingness to take risks, it all pointed to a new voice steering the decor. That voice was Paul Coffey. The Hall of Famer stepped in mid-season and completely reshaped how the Oilers approached defense. He didn't hand out a rulebook, he gave them freedom and belief. But here's the twist. Coffey's no longer behind. The bench. This fall, he shifted into an advisory role with the organization, which means the D-men won't have that same steady voice in their ears during games. And that leads to the big question. Can Bouchard and the rest keep that pace without Coffey in the mix? That's the storyline heading into 2025-26. Coffey's impact was undeniable. He encouraged risk-taking, puck movement, and even cultural changes, like gathering the decor together in the locker room to boost communication. The result? One of the most active, dangerous blue lines in the league. Look at Bouchard's numbers. 14 goals, 53 assists, 67 points in the regular season. Then 23 points in 22 playoff games. No surprise, Edmonton locked him up with a 4-year, $42 million deal. Now the job falls to Mark Stewart, who steps in to lead the defenseman. He worked alongside Coffey, so there's continuity, but his style is more traditional. Will he keep the bold approach or tighten the reins? That puts Evan Bouchard squarely in the spotlight. He's the anchor of this decor and maybe the most important Oiler after McDavid and Draisaitl. If he keeps rising, he can drag the whole blue line with him. So I'll throw it back to you, Oilers fans. Without Coffey on the bench, do you think the spark is still there? Drop your take in the comments. Share this with Oilers Nation and hit subscribe so our community of die-hard hockey fans keeps growing.